subjected to death, birth, old age and disease. Therefore Krishna instructs that this miserable condition of life is due to this material body. Those who are karmis, means those who are engaged in sense gratification, they are called karmis. The karmis do not care for future, they simply want immediate facilities of life. Just like a child, without the care of the parents, he plays whole day and doesn't care for future life, do not take any education. But in the human form of life, if you are actually intelligent, we shall try our best how to get that life or body where there is no more death, birth, old age and disease. So this Krishna consciousness movement means to educate people for that purpose. Now one may say that if I simply devote in Krishna consciousness, then how my material necessities will be supplied? So the answer is there in the Bhagavad Gita, that anyone who is simply engaged in Krishna consciousness, for his necessities of life, Krishna will look after. Krishna is looking after for everyone's maintenance. Eka jo bahunam vidudhati kaman. That one Supreme Person is maintaining the necessities of all living entities. So, for a devotee who is trying to go back to home, back to Godhead, there will be no scarcity, be rest assured. Yes, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Tisam satadujuktanam yogokhevam mahamaham. A devotee who is engaged always in my service, I look after how his necessities of life will be fulfilled. Practical example is that in this Krishna consciousness movement, we have got 100 centers. And in each temple, not less than 25 up to 250 devotees live. So we have no fixed up means of income. And we are spending in all the branches $80,000 per month. But by grace of Krishna, we have no scarcity, everything is supplied. People are surprised sometimes that these people do not work, do not take any profession, simply chant Hare Krishna, how they live. So that is no question. If cats and dogs can live at the mercy of God, the devotees can live very comfortably by the mercy of God. There is no such question. But if somebody thinks that I have taken to Krishna consciousness, but I am suffering for so many things. For them, or for all of us, the instruction is, Matra sparashasya kontiya sitoshna sukha. This pains and pleasure is just like winter and summer. In the winter, the water is painful, and in the summer, the water is pleasing. So what is the position of the water? It is pleasing or painful? It is neither painful, neither pleasing, but in certain season, by touching the skin, it appears to be painful or pleasing. Such pains and pleasure is explained herein. They are coming and going. They are not permanent. Agama apayana anitya means they are coming and going, therefore they are not permanent. Krishna therefore advises, tang titikkhasya bharita, just tolerate. But you do not forget your real business, Krishna consciousness. Don't care for these material pains and pleasure. Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
We only encourage sensitive heart treatment, so yes, for us we only encourage that.
That is the only method in this age. By
By chanting Hare Krishna, one's the reservoir of understanding will be clear, and then he can receive the spiritual knowledge. Without cleansing the heart, it is very difficult to understand and receive spiritual knowledge. All these reformatory measures, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, simply is cleansing method. And bhakti is also cleansing method, vidhi bhakti. But by engaging oneself in this deity worship, he also becomes clean. Sadopad, as he becomes enlightened or advanced in understanding that he is eternal servant of Krishna, he becomes purified. Sarvopad, he does a sarvopad. He tries to eliminate his upadhi, his designation, that I am American, I am Indian, I am this, I am that. So in this way, when he becomes fully eliminated of this bodily concept of life, then nirmala, he becomes nirmala, uncontaminated. And so long this concept of life is going on, that I am this, I am that, he still in this savhakta prakita smita. You sit down properly, not like that. Savhakta prakita smita. Or chayanam hare, even in this process, when they are engaged in deity worship, or chayanam hare, jap pujam sadhyahate, with great devotion, doing. But not of bhakti charnesu, but he has no sympathy with others, or he does not know what is the position of a devotee. Then, savhakta prakitasmi, he is called material devotee. Material devotee. So, we have to elevate ourselves from material devotional state to the second platform, when one can understand what is a devotee, what is a non-devotee, what is God, what is atheist, these discriminations. At the Paramahansa state, there is no such discrimination. He sees everyone is engaged in service of this. He does not envy anyone, he does not say anything, anybody. But that is another thing. We should not imitate, try to imitate. But we may know that Paramahansa is the highest stage of perfection. As a preacher, we have to point out, just like I told this boy, you sit down like this. But a Paramahansa will not say. The Paramahansa, he's all right. But we should not imitate Paramahansa, because we are preacher, we are teacher. We should not imitate Paramahansa. We must tell this right thought, right course.
You must be higher than a Paramahansa to yourself.
I am lower than you. I am lower than you.
You are Paramahansa, but you are preaching to us.
No, I am lower than you. I am the lowest of all creatures. I am simply trying to execute the order of my system. That should be the business of everyone. Try your best to execute the higher order. That is the safest way of progress. One may be when the lowest stage, but if he tries to execute the duty entrusted upon him, he person. He may be less, but because he is trying to execute the duty entrusted to him, then he is person. That is the concept.
Shri Juta padakamalam.
So here it is said that Dhira, Dehinasmin Jatha Dehi Kaumarajo Mananjara, Tatha Dehantram Prati Dhira Tatra Namyati. Dehina means one who has accepted this material body. Asmin, man in this world, or in this life. Jatha, as Dehi means within this body. Because Dehina means one who has accepted this body, and Dehi within this body. So I am sitting within this body. Now I am not this body. Just like you are within this hat and coat. Similarly, I am also within this body. This gross body and the subtle body. This God body is made of this earth, water, and fire, air, and ether. This is our whole material body. Now, in this earth, in this planet, earth is prominent. Anywhere, the body, material body is made of these 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These are the 5 ingredients. Just like this building, this whole building is made of earth, water, and fire. You have taken some earth and you have made bricks and burnt into the fire, and after mixing the earth with water, you make a shape of brick, and then you put into the fire, and then when it is strong enough, then you set it. That's like a big building. So it is nothing but a display of earth, water, and fire. Simple. That's all. Similarly, our body is also made in that way: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Air is passing, we are breathing, you know, that air is always there. This outer skin is earth, and there is heat in the stomach. Without heat, you cannot digest anything, you see. As soon as the heat is diminished, your digesting power becomes bad. There are so many things. This is arrangement. Now, in this planet, we have got this body, which is where earth is very prominent. Similarly, in other planets, somewhere water is very prominent, somewhere fire is very prominent. In the sun planet, the body is there. There are also living entities. But their body is so made that it is fiery. They can exist in the fire. They can exist in the fire. Similarly, Varuna Loka, the Venus, all these planets, they have got different types of body. Just like here you can experience that in the water, the aquatics, they have got a different type of body. For years and years together, there are aquatic animals, they are within the water, they are very comfortable. But the moment you drag it to the land, it dies. Similarly, you are very comfortable on the land, but the moment you are put into the water, you die. Because your bodily construction is different. Each body is bodily construction different. The bird's body, heavy bird, it can fly. But God's made flying instrument. But your man-made instrument, it crashes, you see, because it is artificial. So this is the arrangement. Every living being has got a particular type of body. And what is the nature of that body? Now, here the matter is being explained, that how we change our body. How? Because that is a difficult problem for us. Because we are engrossed with the idea of identifying this body with the soul. Now, the first ABCD of spiritual knowledge is to understand that I am not this body. Unless one is firmly convinced that I am not this body, he cannot make progress in the spiritual life. So the first lesson in the Bhagavad Gita is taken in that way. So here, the Dehi not means. Now Dehi is soul. Soul. Dehi means soul. One who has accepted this body, material body, he is called Dehi. So Asmin, he is there. He is there. But his body is changing.
Shri Juta Padakamalam
এইমাত্রা অন্যত্র নাহি শুনিয়া ভূত যাহার সমানে চিত্ত অবধূত কৃষ্ণ বৎসৈ রসংখ্যাতি সুখদেব বাণী কৃষ্ণের সঙ্গে কত গোপ সংখ্যা নাহি জানি go Krishna in his abode he is just like a 16-year-old boy, and his main pastime is to take the cows and the pasturing ground with his friends, boy friends, and play with them. This is Krishna's day's business. So Sukadeva Goswami has written a very nice verse that these boys who are playing with Krishna, in their past life, they had accumulated heaps of pious activities. Kritapunna punya, sardhang jigarahu, ithang satana brahma sukhanu bhutya. Now, Sukadeva Goswami is writing. Now these boys who are playing with Krishna, they are playing with whom? They are playing with the Supreme Absolute Truth, who is considered as impersonal by the great sages. Ithang satanga Brahma, Brahma Sukha, Brahma transcendental, Brahma realization. The reservoir of Brahma realization is here, Krishna. So these boys who are playing with this Krishna, he is the reservoir of the Brahma realization. Ithang satana Brahma sukhana bhutya dasangatanang paradaivatena. And dasangatanang, those who have accepted the Supreme Lord as Master, that means devotees, for them this Krishna is the Supreme Lord. For the impersonalist, he is Supreme Brahma. And for the personalist, he is Supreme Lord. And Maya Sitanang Naradarakena, and those who are under the spell of materialism, for them he is ordinary boy. Maya Sitanang Naradarakena, but Sadhang Bijaruhu Kritamanna Punya. With him, these boys who had accumulated millions and millions worth of pious activities, now they have got the opportunity of playing with Krishna face to face, just like ordinary boys play. So similarly, Krishna is very much fond of playing with his young boy friends. That is mentioned in the Brahma Samhita. And Sudabhi Ravipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasata Samdhamase Brahmanam. So these things are explained here also. Eka Gop Kare Devasya Charan Koti Adbhut Shankha Padma Tara Karan. Now, there are so many friends, cowherd boys, nobody can count. Nobody, unlimited, everything unlimited. They have unlimited number of cows, unlimited number of boyfriends, everything unlimited. Betra Venu Dal Singha Bhaktra Alankar Gop Gane Jato Tar Nahi Likha. Now these cowherd boys, they have got a cane in the hand, Betra. And each of them has got a flute also, betra, beno, doll, and a lotus flower, and a singer and a horn, singer, vastra, and very nicely dressed, and full of ornaments. Just like Krishna is dressed, similarly his friend cowherd was there also. In the spiritual world, when he'll go, he'll not be able to understand who is Krishna and who is not Krishna. Everyone is like Krishna. Similarly in the Vaikuntha planet, everyone is like Vishnu. That is called Sadhincha Mukti. The living entity, when they enter into the spiritual planet, they become as good as Krishna and Vishnu. There is no difference, because it is the absolute word. Here the difference is there. The impersonalists, they cannot understand that even in individuality there is no difference. As soon as they think of individuality, they think that there is difference. Then what is liberation? But actually there is no difference. The difference is only that Krishna's personality and others' personality, they are conscious that Krishna is our object of love. That's it. The center is Krishna. In this way, the individual boys and girls and Krishna, everyone is enjoying spiritual bliss. Sususha Suddhadhanasya Vasudevi Katharuchi. In the previous verse, it has been explained, Jadamudhyasina Juktya. One has to be engaged always thinking, this is the soul. You have to take this soul of Krishna consciousness. Then you become free. The knot is cut by this soul. So, now how we can get this soul, that process is described here. And you simply, with faith, you try to hear, you get the soul. Yes. Actually, this Krishna consciousness movement is spreading. We are getting the soul one after another simply by hearing. I started this movement in New York, you all know. I had no actually any soul. Just like in some religious principles, they take the religious scripture in one hand and other hand soul. You accept the scripture, otherwise I cut your head. This is also another preaching. But I had also soul, but not that kind of soul. This soul, to give chance people to hear, that's all. Vasudevi Katharuchi. So as soon as he gets a ruchi means taste. Here is Krishna talks, very nice. Let me hear. This very much, you get the soul immediately. The sword is in your hand. Vasudevi Katha Ruchi. But the Ruchi comes to whom? This taste. Because, as I have several times explained, the taste, just as the sugar candy, everyone knows it is very sweet. But if you give to a man who is suffering from jaundice, he will taste it is bitter. Everyone knows sugar candy is sweet. But the particular man who is suffering from disease, jaundice, he will taste the sugar candy as very bitter. Everyone knows it. This is a fact. So, ruchi, the taste for hearing Vasudeva Katha, Krishna Katha, this materially diseased person cannot have taste. This ruchi, taste. To get this taste, there are preliminary activities. What is that? First thing is that appreciation. Oh, it is very nice. Adau sadhya, saddadhana. So sadhya is appreciation. This is the beginning. Then sadhu sangha. Then mixing. All like these people are chanting and talking of Krishna. Let me go and sit down and let me hear more. This is called sadhu sangha. Those who are devotees, to associate with them. This is the second stage. The third stage is bhajana kriya. When one is associating nicely, then he will feel, why not become a disciple? So we receive application. Prabhupada, if you will kindly accept me as your disciple. This is the beginning of bhajana kriya. Bhajana kriya means to be engaged in the service of the Lord. This is the third step.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, hat jemand irgendwelche Highlights gesammelt, irgendwelche Punkte? Ja. Alles war ein Highlight. Dann musst du jetzt erzählen, was war alles.
Ich kann nur sagen, alles. Also tatsächlich hat mir alles sehr stark zugesagt. Richtet das direkt auf mich. Ich habe aber nicht viel zu erzählen tatsächlich. Ne? Jetzt streamst du hier auf mich. Ja, es ist mir tatsächlich alles sehr interessant, sehr wichtig und sehr hervorbringend, oder ihr wisst, was ich meine, anzusehen. Und ja gut, das Letzte jetzt eben, was da gezeigt wurde, es ging halt um den Geschmack, das mache ich gerade durch. Ich erlebe hier gerade immer mehr und mehr und umso öfter ich hierher komme und auch zu Hause praktiziere, diesen Geschmack. Und das ist mir natürlich jetzt zum Schluss nochmal besonders aufgefallen. Also Ruchi hieß das, ja? Oder wie heißt das nochmal? Ruchi, gut. Ja, sonst halt sehr interessant, sehr informativ und ja, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Ja, im ersten, oder müsste der zweite Clip gewesen sein, hat Srila Prabhupada darüber gesprochen, ja, die Gottgeweihten wollen alle Upadis, alle materiellen Bezeichnungen eliminieren, beseitigen, bereinigen. Dann hat er über den Paramahansa Gottgeweihten gesprochen, der gar nicht mehr diese Upadis sieht, auch nicht einen anderen, sondern über jeden denkt er, dass er vollkommen hingebungsvollen Dienst beschäftigt ist. Aber dass wir das nicht imitieren sollen, weil wir sollen das Krishna-Bewusstsein verbreiten, predigen und ja, eine Art Lehrerfunktion einnehmen. Und der Srila Prabhupada sagte, diese Persönlichkeiten, die zeigen dann das Richtige oder den richtigen Pfad. Und hat ein Schüler von Srila Prabhupada, Revati Nandana Prabhu, gesagt, ja, aber Srila Prabhupada, Sie sind bestimmt höher als ein Paramahansa. Und Srila Prabhupada war sehr demütig und hat gesagt, nein, ich bin niedriger als Sie alle, ich bin niedriger als du. Ich bin das niedrigste Geschöpf. Und dann in seiner Demut weiterhin, dass er hat nur versucht, den Auftrag seines spirituellen Meisters auszuführen. Das ist alles. Das ist seine einzige Qualifikation. Das war auch sehr herzberührend, wie Srila Prabhupada so einer großen Demut darüber spricht. Und ja, wir wissen, die reinen Gottgeweihten, die wirklich Paramahansas sind, die sehen sich wirklich so niedrig. Also das hat Srila Prabhupada nicht nur, das war keine Floskel, sondern es war seine Realisierung im Krishna-Bewusstsein. Ja.
Ja, ich fand nochmal ganz interessant der Vergleich, je nachdem, auf welchem Planeten man lebt, wie die Zusammensetzung vorherrschend ist. So einen entsprechenden Körper hat man dann. Also in diesem Leben hier, in der materiellen Welt, hat man eben einen Körper, der an bestimmte Dinge, durch bestimmte Dinge existiert. Und auf so einem Planeten hat man dann wieder einen anderen Körper. Also solange wir Körperwechsel haben und auf verschiedenen Planeten landen, hat unser Körper immer die entsprechende Zusammensetzung für Sachen, die wir da bekommen, wovon wir existieren können. Also wenn wir im nächsten Leben vielleicht auf einem Sonnenplaneten landen, dann haben wir einen entsprechenden Körper, aber wir sind das nicht. Das zeigt immer, dass wir das nicht sind. Wir sind die kleine spirituelle Seele, die wir kaum sehen können, und unser Körper ist immer wird danach geschaffen, je nachdem, wo wir leben und was wir für eine Einstellung haben. Ja? Und wenn wir mal das Glück haben sollten, auf den Planeten zu landen, wo Krishna ist, dann haben wir eben einen entsprechenden Körper und können uns dadurch gar nicht feststellen, dass Krishna ist. Ja? Weil wir da alle vom Äußeren und von der Zusammensetzung ähnlich sind. Ja? Das ist, fand ich ganz interessant.
Ja, da war besonders 2 Punkte, das habe ich geschrieben. Am ersten wieder gesagt, zu versuchen, unsere Beste zu ausführen, die Pflichten von Autorität, und das ist der Erfolg von den Pfad. Das ist die beste Weise, wie wir können Fortschritt machen. So, ja, so ist immer wieder gut, und auch im Bhagavad Gita, es gibt so viele Versen, wo Krishna spricht über nicht zu bleiben, einfach in die Stufe von Leid und froh, gut und schlecht, und diese Dualität. So, ja, einfach zu versuchen, unsere Beste, das schon bringt alles die Möglichkeit für Fortschritt. Und dann danach hat gesprochen über die Schwert. Und Srila Prabhupada hat gesagt, dass seine Schwert ist die Möglichkeit, dass er gibt, zu hören. Und das hat mir sehr gefallen. So, weil das bedeutet, dass er gibt uns die Möglichkeit zu hören und so zu erstmal fühlen, dieser Geschmack für Krishna-Bewusstsein, diese Verschätzung für Krishna-Bewusstsein, und dann von diesem kleinen Geschmack dann alles kann dann sich entwickeln. Und so auch, ich habe gedacht, auch für uns als Prediger müssen wir auch diese Meditation haben. Okay, wie kann ich geben ein bisschen Verschätzung, ein bisschen Geschmack zu dieser Person, das ist vor mich für Krishna-Bewusstsein. Ja, das ist, ich denke, eine sehr schöne Meditation.
So, ich habe gedacht, ich habe darüber nachgedacht, dass eigentlich Srila Prabhupada hat nochmal hervorgehoben, wie Chanten wichtig ist, und dass es der einzige Weg ist, und nur durch Chanten kann man das Herz reinigen, und wenn das Herz gereinigt ist, dann können wir, also nur dann können wir also das spirituelle Wissen aufnehmen. und Krishna sehen. Deswegen, also Chanten ist sehr, sehr wichtig.
Also eigentlich mein Punkt hat schon Subala gesagt. Ich wollte nur das sagen, dass die Prabhupada hat gesagt, dass wow, er ist der niedrigste von allen. Also das was so, er hat gesagt, ja, ihr seid die, ja, ihr seid größer als ich und das war für mich auch interessant. Hat er das also meinte er das ernst jetzt oder ja. Ja, sehr süß.
Bloß kurz. Und das ganze Wissen in uns aufsaugen können. Ich kannte jemanden, der kannte überhaupt nicht einen Devotee, hat die ganzen Bücher gelesen, totale Hingabe und hat total sein Leben umgestellt, aber nicht geschändet. Ja, nicht geschändet. Sagte aber, also man sollte auch schänden, aber hat er nicht. Darum ist das für mich immer so ein bisschen, dann verstehe ich das nicht ganz. Und er ist nicht mehr in der materiellen Welt. Und es gibt nur die materielle und die spirituelle. Ja. Ja, also er weiß, was vom Weg dann war. Gut. Möchte noch jemand? Ich glaube, das meiste ist gesagt. Also, wir hören nun schon ich höre jahrelang immer montags die Lehren über Prabhupada. Und das ist immer. Ach so, ja. Und immer ist das wieder interessant, immer ist wieder irgendwas dabei, was einem nicht so bewusst ist oder was man so noch nicht gehört hat, ja. Also was Prabhupada alles auf die Beine gestellt hat, das ist sagenhaft, ja. Wirklich. Ja. Manches hat man vielleicht noch nicht so tief gewusst, ja. Ja. Alles gesagt. Jai.